Have you ever read something and felt like the action was happening, but you could not quite put your finger on who was actually doing it? Like the sentence was a little bit fuzzy or indirect. This often happens when a sentence uses passive voice, and it can make your message less clear than you intend. Well, you can identify passive voice sentences primarily by looking for two key components. First, you will find a form of the verb to be, and second, that to be verb will be immediately followed by a past participle. If you spot these two elements together, there is a very high chance you have found a passive voice construction. Passive voice occurs when the subject of the sentence receives the action rather than performs it. Think of it this way. Instead of John hit the ball, where John is actively doing the hitting, a passive sentence would be the ball was hit by John, or even just the ball was hit. While passive voice has its uses, especially when the actor is unknown or unimportant, it can often make your writing less direct and engaging, sometimes even blurring who is responsible for an action. So how do you put this into practice? Let's go through it. Your first step is to scan your sentences for any form of the verb to be. This includes words like is, am, are, was, were, be, being, and been. Next, check if that to be verb is immediately followed by a past participle. A past participle is typically a verb ending in ed, n, or t, such as written, broken, taken, or cleaned. Finally, consider if the actual doer of the action, often called the agent, is either missing from the sentence or introduced later with the word by. For example, in the sentence, the decision was made. Was is to be and made is a past participle. The doer is absent. You can often convert passive sentences to active voice by placing the agent at the beginning if they are mentioned, or by adding them if they are implied, which is a great way to confirm it is indeed passive. Mastering this skill gives you more precise control over your writing. It allows you to strategically choose when to highlight the action and when to emphasize the actor. For instance, in scientific or legal writing, passive voice might be used deliberately to maintain objectivity or to keep the focus on the event rather than the person. However, in most everyday communication, active voice generally creates more dynamic, clearer, and more impactful sentences. Understanding the agent of the action, the one doing it, is key to making these choices. By quickly spotting these patterns in your writing and the writing of others, you empower yourself to make more informed choices about sentence structure. This leads to communication that is more vibrant, direct, and impactful, ensuring your message always hits its mark with clarity and confidence.